Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. Welcome to Sidec e-commerce class live streaming. Hi. Yes, thank you all for joining us today. My name is Chacha. I'm actually from DMC, but partnering with Sidec. So I will be your host for this session. And on behalf of Sidec, Selangor Information Technology and Digital Economy Corporation, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you who are currently watching this event. Do drop your comment in say hi to us in the comment. Yeah, share with us where are you from. Hi, hello everyone. We are happy to have you here. You can also share this live event right now to your social media so that your friends and family can also be benefited from it. Okay. Hi. So if all of you can hear me all right, all of you can hear me all right, please, please just say hi in the comment. Good to have you. Now, for your information, with the team of Elevate Your E-Commerce Knowledge, this free e-commerce live streaming class is actually brought to you by Selangor State Government together with Sidec. We have scheduled actually a total of 15 different topics across 3 modules, which includes Introduction to E-commerce, e-commerce process, and digital marketing starting from today until December. So inviting many of the industry experts to share insights, their experience and solutions on e-commerce sectors. So giving you some practical knowledge and ideas so you can actually put back to work. So do check out for more information for our upcoming courses in Sidec Facebook as well as their website as well, okay? So today is the first topic of the Module 1, Introduction to E-commerce. And we will be talking about the topic on e-commerce marketplace. But before I invite the speakers for today, please allow me to invite Encik Salman from Sidec to share with us a few words. Hi.
Okay, yes, thank you, Chacha, for the introduction. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sidec e-commerce class 2021. Okay, I think I'll take over for a while, for maybe around 5 minutes, just to share with everyone, with the audience about Sidec. What is Sidec? And previously we are CTech, and then now we are Sidec. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay, can you guys see my screen? I think yes, because I can see it. Anyway, yes, okay, so basically Selangor Information Technology and Digital Economy Corporation is, we call it Sidec. Previously it was CTech, as Selangor Information Technology and E-Commerce Council. So when we, starting from early this year, we changed it to Sidec with a new logo, red color with some fire on the logo. So, I'm gonna share with you guys what is it all about. And then in our previous achievement, when we started CTech in 2015 until 2020, we have a lot of programs that we run. So we have Online 100, Brands 100, Selangor Accelerator Program, Selangor E-Bazaar Campaign, Selangor Smart City, Top E-Commerce Merchant Awards, and others. So these all our programs are giving impact of RM 335, almost 335 million. Okay. So basically, our mission and vision is to nurture Selangor digital talents and also, narrowing the digital divide. Okay, I'm not gonna go through this long because we have a lot of things to talk about. So ecosystem and also target audience. So these are the 3 categories that we are targeting in our, in Sidec. So e-commerce and startup and SME. So if you look at the screen, that this e-commerce startups and SME, they are, they have to work together, and from there only we can move forward. Okay, and then in the phase focus of Sidec, we have 3 phase of focus. First is talent skilling, upskilling, and reskilling. So one of our program in this phase is actually e-commerce class. So in this e-commerce class is about talent skilling, upskilling, and also reskilling. So from there, we have also adoption and onboarding program, and then the last phase will be branding, scaling, and inspire with success stories. So if you look at the B part, is a life cycle of entrepreneurs. So if once you already adopt and onboard to the e-commerce platforms or digitalization, and then starting from there, you can launch your product, you can launch your business, and then define a purpose and strategy. So after that, when you start to to grow your brand and then to scale your company, so you have to build and deliver business excellence and also run and managing resources and result to become a high impact entrepreneurs. Okay. And then in Sidec, we have a center called Selangor Digital Creative Center. So for those who are new, first time joining our class, our program, so our center is at ICT Shah Alam. So we are also certified Malaysia Digital Hub by MDEC. And then in our center, we have a co-working space, we have a free photo studio. So because of pandemic, so it's now closed. But after, probably next year, you can come to our center in ICT Shah Alam. You can enjoy, the cheapest co-working space. And then also we have a free photo studio for entrepreneurs, to take photo of their products. And then we will also assist them, Okay. And so let's go to our program. So in e-commerce program, we have e-commerce class, like what you joined us today. So previously it was physical class. If you look at the picture, previously it was physical class. And then because of pandemic starting last year, we have to do it virtually. So this is one of the series. And then how we design this module is we divide it into 3 modules. So first one is introduction to e-commerce, and then inside the introduction of e-commerce, we have 5 topics that is related to the introduction. For example, before you start an e-commerce journey, so you have to learn about the marketplace, and then website, what is website, and then social commerce, live commerce. Live commerce is a new term, I think. For the past 2 years, we don't really heard about live commerce, but now live commerce is one of the important method of selling products and also cross-border e-commerce. And then when we go to the second module, we have e-commerce process. After you understand the e-commerce platforms, how to start selling, and then you have to understand the process of selling on e-commerce, like payment gateway, an e-wallet, logistic and fulfillment, customer relationship management is one of the most important thing in running an e-commerce business, product branding and strategy, and also data analysis, online traffic. So after that, you go to the next module, which is digital marketing, social media marketing. Because you see, if you don't understand this and you straight away go to the marketing part, so you will have a lot of problem in the future. So let's understand everything first, and then you understand about the digital marketing. So in digital marketing, we have social media, Google, affiliate, email marketing, and also content marketing. All right, and other things we also have e-commerce masterclass, but the one in the screen is the previous year. So I think by August we will launch e-commerce masterclass. So e-commerce masterclass is an advanced class compared to the EC class. This class is very basic, 2 hours, but e-commerce masterclass can go up to 1 day or 2 day program. But this is a paid class, so you have to pay maybe a minimum fees, commitment fee around maybe 200 ringgit, so that you can join. And then we will have a very good speakers, experienced speakers from the industry to talk about the topic. So stay tuned for the e-commerce masterclass. We will launch it by next month, and then we will kick off in August. Okay. And then we also have online 100 and brands 100. The reason why is it 100 is because every year we only allocate about 100 merchants to join this program. So in this program, we will actually provide you a free e-commerce website, and then 2 years domain and web hosting. So we also will help you to set up a marketplace web store in Yobeli and Shopee, Lazada, and also we provide website management. There's a training to this also, and then this is a good program, but it's limited to 100 packs. So you can join, and then you can apply now. It's open for registration to sidec.com.my/100 program. And then previous years, we also run a Jelajah Usahawan Digital Selangor, so where we go to different area in Selangor. For example, last year we went to Klang, Bangi, and then Ampang, and then the last one, because of the second MCO, we have to do it virtually. So hopefully by next year we can start Jelajah Usahawan Digital Selangor again, so that we can bring all our partners, all our digital partners to your area. Okay. And then one of our big events also is Malaysia Top E-Commerce Merchant Awards. So if you look at the screen, we started this awards since 2016, and then until last year 2020. So we have all the winners. So how do you join this is every year we will open this competition around September until November. So we will have an online sales contest where we track your sales and orders, and then from there we will announce the winners. Okay. And also this program will, this Top E-Commerce Merchant Awards, we will be launching soon also. I think around September, we'll start open the application. So if you're an online seller, you should join this to get more exposure. And so the grand prize is 10,000 ringgit. Yep. Okay, and then we also selected some of our top merchants. We will bring them to a study trip. I think in 2018, the last time we bring them is in 2018. We bring them to Hangzhou to visit Alibaba, and then Alibaba office, and then we went to AI Town, and then NetEase Kuala. So to know more about this, our program, you can like our Facebook. You can also maybe follow our Facebook Sidec Facebook page, so that you can get more. You can get all the latest info. And then other than that, we also have startup program. So in Sidec, we have e-commerce division and also startup division. So in startup program, we have a Selangor Accelerator program, Pitch at Selangor, Startup Roadshow, and Startup Roadshow overseas. I'm not going to touch more details on this because today we are talking about e-commerce. But if you want to know more about our startup program, you can always visit our Facebook, or also you can go to our website. Currently, we are open for application for Selangor Accelerator program. Yep. So you can, if you are running a startup mall, the tech startup, so you can join this, and you can apply to join this. This SAP is actually I think about 3 to 4 months in a program. And then those winners also, will bring them to, I think last year before MCO, right before MCO, we bring some of the startups to Silicon Valley to visit all those incubators, VC, to give them more exposure. And then we also have SME programs, workshop, and also digital accelerator program. And then additional programs that we run during this pandemic is Selangor E-Bazaar. Let's look. So this is the banner that we run. So if you look at the screen, this is our achievement when we run Selangor E-Bazaar. This is not just for 2020, this is for all the 4 campaigns that we allocate voucher about 7 million to those to Selangor merchants only. So for those who are selling on Shopee and Lazada, you can use this voucher, and then you will get this voucher, and then from that we have the total sales direct from the voucher is about 144.7 million, and then the ripple effect is about 2.95 billion. Yep. So hopefully we will continue doing this, because the last one is Raya this year. So hopefully if the state allow, we can do one more round during the 11/11 mega campaign. And then for Selangor SME digitalization matching grant, so this is a matching grant. For example, if you're looking for a digital service provider, you want to go for training, you want to adopt some digitalizations. For example, the cost is 2,000, and then state will pay 1,000, and then so you have to bear the other, because it's a matching grant. So we Sidec will the state of Selangor will actually bear the 50% of the cost. So the basic digital area offered is e-commerce, HR and payroll, cloud accounting, digital marketing, and also e-post and payment gateway. So all of this information is on our website and also our Facebook page. So make sure, if you are not sure, then you can also chat with our on our Facebook page, so someone will assist you on your needs. Okay, so the first batch is closed. Application, we have 492 application and approved about 280, and then about 1.2 million grant disbursed. So now soon they will open for a second batch in August. So make sure when they are open, the second batch you can apply. Okay, all right. I think so far this basically that's the overall what is Sidec, what we are doing, how to support the Selangor SME also entrepreneurs in moving towards digitalization. Okay, I'm gonna stop my screen. And again, thank you guys for joining. So because I can see the comment here, some of you are asking where to get all the info. Please, you can go to our website. The info are all there. You can just choose which program you want to join. If because some of the program we will require some documentations, so make sure you submit all those. Okay. So yep, I think I'll pass back to Chia. Thank you again, guys, for joining us, for joining our first e-commerce class today. I hope you all will join all the 15 class, and then you will be benefit from this session. So I'll see you guys again for the next class, because I'm gonna do the introduction again on the next class.
Thank you so much, Salman. Thank you. Yes. All right. So yes, you heard from Salman about like the program that Sidec actually have lined up as well. So if you are interested, do check out more information on Sidec Facebook as well as the website. Register for the upcoming events. I will hope to see you there. Okay. But today we're going to dive into the topic talking about like e-commerce marketplace, because e-commerce is like right now about buying and selling of goods and services via the internet and transfer of money, data to complete like sales. So it's one of the best proven businesses to start online. We're going to look into the topic of e-commerce marketplace. There are like different types of marketplaces that we know based on like different business models of their method of operation. We also actually invited several speakers today who are actually experts of the industry to do sharing with us. So let us bring three of our speakers of the day on the screen. We'll welcome them and say hi to everyone. Hi, so we have Mr. Wilson Lim from SiteGiant, and we have Mr. Bjorn from Masstige, Malaysia, as well as Miss Jamie Thoo from UNIMART. Okay, let's say hi for everyone, guys.
Hello.
All right.
Hi,
Okay,
everyone.
cool. So you will see one speaker at a time for all of us, yeah? So we will re-invite the first speaker, Wilson, later on, okay? So we will put them all in the backstage for now, okay? I'll do a little bit of housekeeping rules over here before we start, yeah? So everyone, if you have any questions during the sessions, please feel free to type into the comment box. And we will pick some of the relevant questions and then bring them up until the end of the session during our Q&A and address it to our speakers so you can hear more if you have any of the questions to ask them. All right. Now, without further ado, let us bring up our first speaker of the day, Mr. Wilson Lim. Okay, I will do a little bit of background introduction of Mr. Wilson. Okay, Mr. Wilson is actually the business operation director of SiteGiant. So he has been working with customer service line and assisted in setting up IT infrastructures for SME companies for more than 10 years. So in 2016, he joined SiteGiant and mainly responsible for creating effective business plans and then increase brand loyalty, more revenues for SME. He also involved in partnerships and extensively working with like merchants as well as e-commerce players in the industry such as like marketplaces, Lazada, Shopee, digital agencies, payment solutions providers. And Mr. Wilson Lim is also a HRDF certified trainer in SiteGiant and has effectively trained thousands of merchants in operating successful online businesses. All right, now I'll pass the time over to Mr. Wilson to share with us some experience. Okay, the time is all yours, Mr. Wilson.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, thank you for the Sidec and DMC for organizing this and invite me as one of the speakers. I would say that now I see there's about 400 viewers, so it's quite a lot of the viewers. I think aside from my experience in the Shopee Sales Summit, this is the second highest views Facebook Live that I ever have. So also thank you for watching this video. A little bit of introductions about our company first, in case that you have not heard about SiteGiant. we started our company in the year 2013. So that time we are just a web store solution provider that you can subscribe our solutions to build your own brand web store. So, and after that, 11th Street comes in. We started to integrate with 11th Street, followed by Landlong, followed by Lazada, Shopee, and until now we have so many marketplaces being integrated in our solutions. So aside from that, we're also moving on to the Facebook integration, WhatsApp, and live commerce integration. So I guess we already covered all the essential channels that you can sell online. All the solutions is already included in the SiteGiant platform. All right. So thanks, Tia, for introducing me just now. So in fact, before I'm joining SiteGiant, actually from the IT industry, that's I'm actually expert in fixing computers, server issues, setting up the whole IT infrastructure for the company. So networking, backup storage solutions. So after that, I'm moving on to the SiteGiant as a business development role. So that time when I joined in, right, I started as a trainer. Okay, so before I'm joining to SiteGiant, there's no training at all. So I'm the first one that kickstart the physical training for the SiteGiant. So this is my past photo. I think it's the first photos that when I was conducting the training in KL, Kepong. Okay, so that time the classes is only about 40 people inside the class where I teach those are our SiteGiant subscribed clients how to use the SiteGiant solution to manage their website, their marketplace solutions. So after half year later, because of high demand, we have to moving on to a much bigger class. The class can actually fit in about 60 people at a time. As you all know, SiteGiant is actually located at Penang. But then most of our clients at that time is located at the KL. So our actual class, we have to do it at the KL. So that time I need to do a lot of traveling to KL to conduct classes. Okay. Another half year later, we need to moving on to even bigger class that can fit in about 70 to 80 packs. So every time when I conducted the classes, right, it's definitely full. It's full all the times. For the past 3 years, from 2016 until 2019, the class is always full. So our class is also moving on from the monthly class, become a bi-weekly class, then eventually 2020, we no longer conducted the on-site class anymore. It means we have moving on to the online class due to COVID, the pandemic situations. So we have been invited by several partners. 11th Street, also invited by Sidec. That time it's still called Sidec, now it's called Sidec. So Google and the eBay to conduct the classes together. So based on my past 4-5 years training experience, actually the whole e-commerce industry is already changed. And so do the people's knowledge towards the e-commerce. That time when I first conducting the classes in the 2016, right, I think people were always asking me, what is SEO? Is Facebook able to conduct the Facebook ads? What is the Facebook ads? They don't know how to differentiate a normal post and the ads. But now all these things already become a common knowledge for everyone. So you can see the people is more ready, and even like the last year when the pandemic happens, right? So all the SME have no choice but to venture into the e-commerce. And luckily, there's so many free trainings, and of course, the Sidec is organizing very amazing events, inviting all the experienced speakers from the various e-commerce industry to conduct the classes for you. So people knowledge is totally different. Okay, but I really miss the times that back in 3-4 years ago, there's so many choices. Right, that time, if you are pay attention into the e-commerce back in the year 2016 or 2017, right, I believe you have heard about like Rakuten, 11th Street, Log-On, Shopee, Gen 5, and those are the names that is no longer in the markets anymore. Right, so now the choices that's available to you now is what you can see from my screens. Lazada, Shopee, Prestomo, Zalora, Landlong, Uberlease, and the overseas marketplace like Amazon, eBay, and Q10 for Singapore. So these are the available marketplaces that you can sell and for people to buy from that platform. But if let's say you're totally new, today, if let's say you're coming to this training because you are totally new to e-commerce and you're still wondering how do you able to kickstart your e-commerce business, then I guess that these are the only two choices for you. It's either Lazada and Shopee, right? So why, you might be asking, if there's so many choices, why I have to choose one of these two? Because they have the highest customer traffic. So now, because they spend a lot of the marketing budgets, like driving all the customer traffics. Every time when you see there's a 66, there's a 77, there's double 11, you see a lot of their ads, their banners everywhere, right? So if let's say you want to sell some things, right, you go to them, you go to their platforms, then you will get all the customer visitors to your shop, to your products. And if let's say you are new, they have a lot of the free training class to guide the beginner seller. If you don't have any IT knowledge, you have not played with any platform before. So they have a lot of the free training, they have a lot of the experts, the ambassador, the expert trainer to guide you and to train you. And they have a lot of the strict rules and policy for you to follow. So some of you might be asking, why is it a good thing if let's say they offer a strict rules and policy? In fact, these are the rules to guide you to become a professional and a qualified seller. And the strict rules will actually killing all the fraud sellers that eventually they're trying to get the benefits from the buyers. So this is a very important. Some of you might not like it, but I see this is a good things in the marketplace. And they offer a lot of the free shipping, voucher, cashback program. You see, let's say you want to start your business, as in like you want to build your own web store, okay? Then you need to run your own campaign, like your own free shipping, voucher, or your cashback programs. But you might not have the equivalent knowledge on how to run this program. How do you set in the system, okay? So when you venture in the Lazada and Shopee, right, this is no longer a question asked. They already have their own standards, programs for you to follow. But all you need to look into is like you need to consider about the additional transaction that might be charged if let's say you venture in these programs, okay? And they also have like a lot of the big sales campaigns from month to month to boost your sales. Initially, back in year 2016, there's only like double 11, then slowly there's a double 12, then followed by double 9, double 3, then now it's like double 1 and all the way down to the double 12. So you just need to get ready about your stock quantity and your products to venture inside all these campaigns, and then eventually you'll get the sales. Okay? And logistics is always a concern for most of the sellers to consider. I mean, like researching which are the best logistic partner that offer a best rate and taking care of the parcel. So in Lazada and Shopee, they have their own partners, the logistic partner, that you just need to choose the partners that you like, and they're going to offer you the special rates. So due to this reason, you don't need to think so much. You just need to follow their rules, and then eventually throughout the year, you will be trained by their rules, you'll be trained by the program, eventually you will become a qualified seller. So, but also due to all these reasons, a lot of the sellers when they want to sell something, they all venture inside the Shopee and the Lazada. So thus it makes the platform become so competitive. So competitive, like it becomes a price war competitions platform. So and now there's even more reason for him to venture in, although that's due to all these competitions. So therefore, because governments has kickstart the Go e-commerce campaign, right, the Lazada and the Shopee also one of the partners that venture inside this campaign. So you join these campaigns, you'll be getting additional offer benefits for your buyers. Like you get a 300 free ads credit to run the ads in Lazada. You get the 1 month free shippings. You get an additional voucher for your buyer to use, and you get like being subsidized for the classes that you want to attend. So these are the benefit for the Lazada. As for the Shopee, Shopee is actually offered an additional voucher for you to use for your buyer. Okay, and then they will get a way for your service fee to get a certain rebates lah. So these are, if let's say you have not ventured into e-commerce, right, I would say these are the perfect timing. So as for SiteGiant, right, actually we are also under the same program like what Lazada and Shopee are. So in end of my presentation, I'm going to share what will be the offer for you. Okay, so you might be thinking, so this is so competitive, there's so many programs, every sellers go there to fight, and how are you going to survive? How are you going to get people to see your products, right? So now this is the reason why you're joining in this training, because together with me we have like the experts, trainer, Jamie and the Bjorn, are going to share with you their experience, the tips, and for my sections, right, I'm going to share with you the seller journey. The seller journey from as a beginner, what do you need to get prepared? What do you need to do? And then moving on to the next stage. When you become a more experienced sellers, how do you determine that you're actually moving on to the next stage? And what do you need to do? What were you going to face, right, in the second stage? And on the third stage, then you become a power seller. So in a power seller stage, how do you determine that you're actually a power seller? What do you need to face? What do you need to do? What do you need to prepare in each of the stage? Okay, so I'll break down into these three categories. Of course, some people will be saying, hey, then what about there will be a more and more level? Yes, there will be more level, but generally I'll say when you're in e-commerce games, right, I'll try to just categorize into these three simple categories. So other than that, most of the actions that you need to do is more or less the same. Okay, so let's talk about the beginner seller. So let's say you're starting your business as a part-time, or you are a traditional bricks or mortar business. You're wondering how you're going to sell online, or maybe you're still thinking about, you're still researching about the product, the suitable products to sell. So the first thing that you need to do, I would say, is the competitor analysis. Okay, before you start posting your products, you need to do research. Okay, so what kind of research we are talking about? Let us take the face mask as example. Particularly take the Neutrovis face mask. Okay, you go to the platform, you type the Neutrovis face mask, right? There will be 100 sellers products is posting over there. Okay, so what you need to look, you basically usually you just put yourself into the buyer perceptions. If let's say I'm a buyer, so look at the image, right? It's more or less the same. I'll say there's not much difference. So, but what I was looking at is the number of sold, right? If let's say this number of sold is the highest, then perhaps a lot of people are buying, and then they got a 5-star reviews over there. So this should be a trusted sellers. So then buyer will clicking inside your products. Okay, so when they look at your products, right, you as a when you want to do the analysis, you want to do research, the first thing you need to research is your product titles. Okay, because in Lazada and Shopee, right, there's thousands of the categories inside there. So if your product is accidentally assigned under a wrong category, then people might the buyer might not be able to locate your products. So researching the right product category will be the first thing that you need to do. Okay, the next thing, how do you write the product contents? The title. The title is very important, because when the people is searching your products across on the keywords, right, you need to make sure that the keywords that your buyer will be typed in is inside the product title. Okay, and then you also need to stand out from other competitors. You see these sellers, right, products title, they write beware of fake products, but only at pharmacy store. Beware fake products. So what kind of product content is it? So basically, Neutrovis, there's a lot of the fake products over there. So they purposely put it there So usually people mindset will think that, oh, okay, you ask us to beware of the fake product, that means yours one should be the original. So you see, they are the only sellers that are putting this into the product header, into the product title, right? So that's why all the sales will go into that. And then the next thing they will do is to how to plan the variance and the price. Okay, when people are researching your products across, then the pricing is also another criteria that people will look into, right? If let's say you just put a single product with no variance and then with one price only, right? Then people, they might research those other with a cheaper price, right? So smart seller, they will do this. They'll try to chip in a certain variance with lower value that makes their product looks cheaper. For example, maybe they have one of the variants like 3-ply bloom. So this product is actually selling at 17s only, right? But the rest is actually more expensive. It's like 30 something. So when buyer, they are researching, they say, hey, this one looks like cheaper, 17 something. But then when they go in, right, and when they click on the variants, and then they realize, oh, okay, this is the actual price. Okay, so it's very important that you need to look at your competitor pricing, how they price their products, and then you need to plan accordingly. So the next thing, also one of the main criteria for your products, which is your main image. Okay, how they design the main product image. So you see they write the official store. Official store of what? Right? But people, when they look at this wording, they feel, hey, this is should be a good, trusted seller, a potential big sellers. That's why they dare to put like official store. I mean, the name sounds more promising, right? Then they look at, oh, there's a free sanitizer, there's a freebies, okay? Super fast shipments, okay? So these are the details that they put on the product image, the main product image. So you see, if let's say you're a buyer, there are many types of different buyers. Some of the buyer, they like to go for the product which is the lower price, but some of the buyers, they don't mind to pay extra, but they just want the product to be able to deliver faster. Some of the buyer, they like freebies. They don't mind to pay extra as long as there's a freebies that they want, then they don't mind to buy for the product. So these products where it actually contains all the buyer behavior inside the main image. You want fast shipment, it's there, okay? Official store looks like a promising, genuine seller. There's a free gift also. And then, of course, the price cannot be too expensive. So all combined together is a quality product contents. So if I'm a buyer, I will look at another thing before I buy, right? I'll research on the review, right? So when you're doing research, right, you also need to research on the review, like how they pack the products, what customer is feedbacking about their products, and let's say there's a 1-star comment, right? So meaning that the customer is not happy, and maybe they are putting some complaints over there. So when you're doing research, right, you also need to look at how they responded to the negative feedback. And it's very important, right? So you cannot like ignore some of the bad comment. You cannot just simply ignore, because it will destroy your products. Like customer, they look at the bad review, right? They might not buy your products. So you also need to pay attention on how others is actually responded, and then you also need to practice the same. Okay. So of course, aside from that, there's still a lot of things that you need to do. It's not like posting the products after you do a competitor research. You need to attend the training, right? Like what I'm saying, there's a free training that offered by the Lazada and Shopee. So in Lazada, there's a Lazada University. For Shopee, it's actually called Shopee Education Hub. Okay, so for you just need to go and Google Lazada University. You Google Shopee Education Hub, then you'll find a website link. Go inside there, then you see a different tutorial teaching you how to use the different features and train you to be a qualified seller. The next thing, you need to create shop voucher. When people trying to buy from you, right, they also want to see whether do you offer any shop voucher, okay? And bundle, combo deal, you always want to encourage your customer to buy more instead of just one product. So there's always important for you to explore the bundle combo is applicable on the Lazada and the Shopee platforms also. And also you need to do a store decorations, particularly for the Lazada, because Lazada, they're actually giving you your own store landing page that you can actually decorate like a website landing page. So this is also one of the criteria that Lazada will look into to judge your performance. So they like the seller to decorate their store nicely and provide a good customer service. So a good customer service, we are talking about a quick reply, right? Imagine like your buyer come to buy from you and they type a message, they have to wait for half an hour for somebody to reply to them. So this is not a good experience. So you need to provide a fast reply. You need to get ready a lot of the customer service over there also. And then of course, for Shopee and the Lazada, right, they also will look into your chat performance. So some of the sellers, they actually provide customer service in a shift rotation, as in they are supporting 12 hours customer service. Participates on the campaign, like what I mentioned just now, there are so many campaigns for a seller to join to boost your sales. So, but there's a certain criteria. Some of the campaign might not be able to join by the normal sellers. So you need to be a qualified seller in order for you to join in a certain campaign, and then spend some budget on the ads, right? So this is for you to boost more. You need to definitely allocate some budget on the ads, or otherwise, depends on your product side. Let's say your product is a very high demand product, a lot of sellers already selling the same things, then people might not be able to see your products. So putting some budget on the ads will help you to boost the sales. So the next thing, you need to determine your loss leader. So what it means by the loss leaders over here? It's something like the item which a very low value item, but then when you look at the number of sold, it's crazy. It's crazy. There's a lot of the number of sold. So that means you need to determine some of the item that you're going to sell without earning, right? So these are the strategy for you to gain traction. To gain traction so that the seller is aware about your store, about your brand, then eventually there are other products that eventually you will get some profit from there, right? So usually experienced seller, they will try to determine some of the products with a low value item to become their loss leader. So you look at all these products, like the last one, this plastic is only selling at 30 cents. So imagine, like, let's say one of the buyers just buy one piece, buying from you. You have to allocate the manpower to do the packing and to do the delivering. So it's kind of lost, right? But then for you to go for, to gain for more tractions, right? So you need to identify a loss leader. Sometimes when you do a competitor research, right, you might see some of your competitor is actually selling the products that below your product cost. And then you're wondering, how they are able to do that? How come they are able to sell at such a low price? That is because that product might be selected to be a loss leader for them to gain tractions, right? So you get the customer to buy first. From there, then the customer will know their brand, know their product. If let's say you don't do this and your competitor is doing this, then all the sales will be attracted by your competitor's product, okay? And then you also need to look into, these are the performance that people will be, marketplace, they will take this to measure you, to see whether you're the qualified seller. And as for the buyer, before I buy something, right, I will also look at the number of the chat performance, the rating, the followers, to determine whether this is a trusted sellers or not. So your goal is to focus on improving the chat performance, gathering a good rating, and the fulfillment rates. So some people will be asking, if let's say I'm a new seller, of course, all the product is totally new. So how am I able to get a good review? Okay, so some tips for you. You better don't go and buy your products in the same account, and you don't buy your products from the same IP. Okay, so don't try to do this, or else marketplace, they will ban your store. Okay, so you try to think of other ways for you to get a good rating when you are a new seller, because rating, I think, is very important for the buyers to look into before they decide to buy your products. Eventually, when you are doing all the things right, for Shopee, they will introduce you their preferred seller programs. When you're actually meeting all their KPI. So joining as a preferred sellers, right, you get a label. You get a label at the products. And then when people looking at your products, they will see there's 100% authentic guarantee. So that's what further boost your product sales. But of course, there are requirements. So you need to have a unique buyer for the last 30 days. That you need to have like more than 35 unique buyers. Net orders in 1 month is like more than 75 orders in a month. So if you divide based on a daily basis, right, that means you need to hit like 2 orders in 1 day. So chat response, you have to like meet more than 85%, and shop rating have to maintain more than 4.7, and you don't get penalty involved with any penalty point. Penalty point, you'll get penalized, as in like, let's say you try to play around with pricing. Suddenly you put like a very you suddenly try to lower down your original price, then you give you try to increase your original price, and then you lower down your discounted price. So marketplace, they will determine you as like you are playing with the pricing, and then they will penalize you for doing that. So you will incur with the penalty point, which you might lose the opportunity to become a preferred sellers. So of course, they don't encourage you to sell the drop shipping products as well. So it's better for you to sell your own products, or you buy the product, then only you sell. Okay, the product listed is 100% authentic. But for you to join with these preferred sellers, right, you will need to be charged with additional 2.12% commission fee. Right, so of course there are other benefits for you, which you are exclusive access to their shop ads, and there will be additional Shopee coin for the buyer to enjoy when they buy your products. And of course, there are exclusive sponsored vouchers for those preferred sellers. So preferred, there's also a preferred plus standards. When you're doing all the things right, you get labeled with a preferred seller, then you see like your sales will be slowly will be growing. Okay, so thus, if you do all the things right, you'll be seeing yourself to slowly become the advanced seller. Okay, so how do you know you actually qualified to call as an advanced seller? Okay, so that's when you are no longer able to handle your business alone. You need to get like more manpower to do it. Your daily average orders is like reaching about 30 to 50 orders. Then maybe during campaign, like you are able to reach about 100 orders. Okay, so in this stage, right, my suggestion to you is you don't put all the eggs in one basket, because when you become advanced sellers, right, you know that this e-commerce, right, is the business that you want to focus. You want to focus. So previously, maybe you only have like 1 product, but you can no longer only count on a single product, or maybe you have a loss leader, you're no longer able to just only count on the single loss leader to driving all the leads. Because in marketplace, things change very fast. Maybe now the product you got demands, but after a few months later, or maybe MCO comes, then your product might no longer have any demands. So you need to take care about your business. So in this stage, right, you need to focus on expand your product range into different categories. So there are so many different categories for you to look into. So your goal is to find more champion products, find more loss leader for you to generate the leads to your account. Okay. Then the second thing you need to do is you need to hire more manpower. Previously, maybe you have to do everything on your own, but now you have like 30, 50 orders in a day, so it's impossible for you to just go and do all these operation works. You have to think for a bigger, bigger issues, right? So you need to make sure that you have always enough manpower to handle about the people on leave, people MC, or maybe due to they're infected by COVID, they cannot come to work, all these kind of the issues. So you need to get more manpower to expand your business. And the next thing you need to invest is the thermal printer, right? In fact, if let's say you're serious, you should invest this thermal printer in the very beginning. But if not, then thermal printer is something that you need to look into, right? Then the next thing you need to do is the multi-channel selling. Maybe when you're a beginner, right, you may be only selling on one of the store, one of the Shopee account, one of the Lazada account. So in this stage, you need to open more marketplace account. It can be like multiple Shopee account, multiple Lazada account, or you venture into a different marketplaces. So the idea is to sell as more as you can for a different branding or for A/B testing, for more exposure. But then once you do the multi-channel sellings, right, you might be encounter a different issue. Like it's very different for you to manage your inventory. So tasks, you need to have a good system to manage all your different channel, all your products, all your orders, all your inventory. So that's how the SiteGiant kicks in, right? So eventually, when you have a good system, you'll be moving on to the next stage to become a power seller. So how do you know about you're actually a power seller? That's when you are good. Your current storage, your current warehouse is no longer enough for you to put your stock. You are looking for additional shop lot. You need to expand the shop lot. You need to look for a bigger warehouse, and your daily orders are is reaching about 100 orders and more. Okay, so in this stage, what you need to focus is the management, operations, and the branding, because you're no longer able to involve into the packing, into the graphic design. So that's why you need to hire a strong team that consists of the graphic designer. Okay, when you're a beginner, maybe you're still doing analysis on your competitor and see how to modify some things from the competitors' product contents or images. But in this stage, right, you need to have your graphic team to design your own graphic image. So that's when people will come and copy your content, right? But that's why you need to have a good graphic designer and the marketer. So some of the company, the marketer and the graphic designer is actually the same person. But if let's say you need to really have it execute effectively, then you have to have different positions for a graphic designer and the marketer. Okay, so marketer, they always need to thinking of the creative product contents, like just now I mentioned about the title, they put beware of the fake products. So this is actually something very creative. Okay, and then a picker buyer, picker and packer. Some company that picker and packer is actually same person. But then if let's say it's the same person, right, then no one is actually QCing whether are they picking and packing the right items or not. So if you are, if let's say you found that there's a lot of mistake that your packer might pack the wrong things, and then you need to split the picker and packer rotation. So picker pick the items, packer, they will do the QC to make sure that it's the right item before they packing into the parcel. Okay, so if you have a lot of the mistake, you did not organize a good process for the picker and packer, right? That eventually customer service is the one that suffer, right? Customer want to refund because of they receiving a wrong item, then they will go to customer service. So that's why you also need to build a strong customer service team with a 2-shift rotation that you can cover up to 12 hours. Okay, because for you will be moving on to management. You need to do a lot of management decision. You need to give a lot of guidance. You're no longer able to hands-on on all these operations. Okay, then when you're moving on a bigger warehouse, make sure that you plan for a proper warehouse structure. Okay, you need to have a proper shelving with a proper label over the shelving, like so product is putting on which rack. You need to have a proper label, and then you need to have a space, enough space for your staff like 2 trolley can just travel alongside the warehouse. I've visited some of the sellers that actually their warehouse is very narrow. There's only 1 people can go in through. Imagine there's a big sales that you got a lot of orders. So only 1 people can just go in and take 1 item out. So eventually the fulfillment speed is worse lah, right? So you need to plan this ahead when you're planning to moving on a bigger warehouse. And the proper packing station, like in this picture, you can see there's a conveyor. So the picker, they will pick the item and then they will put things on the conveyor, then roll to the packer to pack the items. And also you need to invest in the proper equipment like the tablet, scanners. So tablet and scanner is for you to check, I mean for the packer to check whether they are packing the right items or not by scanning on the shipping label. They scan, so the tablet will show that whether it's the right item. So with that, you have to use SiteGiant system, and we actually offer these features for the packers process. And also you need to look into the trolley. So in this trolley, right, you can see there's a 20 basket over there. 1 basket represents 1 order. So this is applicable if, let's say, you're selling a small item. Let's say big item, of course this trolley cannot put into the good use lah. Okay. So the third thing is you need to invest in the branding. But of course, when I talk about invest in branding, I'm not, you need to spend a lot of the marketing budget, put on the televisions, marketing. But this is all the branding, I mean the branded store, they're actually using SiteGiants lah. So the first thing that you need to do to get increase of your branding, right, is your website. Previously, when maybe you're on a level 1, level 2, right, maybe you don't need your own website, but in a third stage, right, as you become a power seller, a branded website is definitely a must for you to posting your own company profile, your company history, and maybe the story. So this is to increase the buyer confidence, because we don't know what will happen to the marketplace in the next 3-4 years. So when you sell on the marketplace, right, that means that you're selling on other people's platform. Okay, so it's best that you also maintain your own platform. So just in case anything's happen, you still have your website to run your business. Okay, and invest in the branding packaging. So these are the 2 examples that's it's actually my favorite sellers lah. So one is baby food. I usually go and buy my baby products from them. So they use a very customized branded carton box where they actually put in their product nicely. So when the moment I receive the parcels, right, I will not scared. I will not afraid that the courier guy is going to damage the package that destroyed the item inside. So everything is actually packaged nicely, and then with a thank you message, thank you notes that mentioning that actually they have a website and giving out a coupon code to actually drive the traffic to the website. So I think this is another thing that you need to look into. So Dasher is my favorite IT gadgets shop lah. I always buy a lot of the cameras, IT gadgets from them. They actually have their own branded packaging that they actually wrap your item very nicely. So I actually buy a lot from them, and all the package is being handled nicely. Now, of course, you need to think of run a retargeting ads to maintain your customer loyalty. As in, like you get a lot of sales from marketplace already, okay? But then, do you think of the strategy to get the customer to buy again from you? Okay, you need to always remind the customer. So there's one strategy that I would like to share to you is you can actually export the customer contacts. I mean, the customer place order to you, you get the contacts. You can just export the contacts and then import into the Facebook ads. There's a function called custom audience. So you can just import the contact into the Facebook custom audience and then run a retargeting ads to those customers who are buying from you. Okay, if let's say you don't know how to do that, then you go and check with the DMC trainings. I'm sure that they run a Facebook ads training that teaching how to do this. Okay, so all in all, says when you become at the second level or at the third level, you need a good system. So that's how our system is popularly used by a lot of the big sellers. So a little bit of introductions about our solutions, right? I think I only have like 4 minutes left. I have to go very fast. First is the web store. You need to thinking of like you need to subscribe the hosting because everything is already provided inside this solution. And then let's say you want to sell, you want to get exposure on the Facebook, you got the Facebook shop. So we have the tools to link all the products to the Facebook to become a Facebook shop and Instagram shop over there. And let's say some of you are doing business through the WhatsApp. So customer actually come to your WhatsApp chatting. You feel that the process is too tedious where you need to get the bank account. I mean, customer need to get a bank account from you, bank to you, send your bank slip, and then you deliver item to them. It's too tedious. Then use this WhatsApp commerce. Based on what customer is needed, you can actually generate a link and give it to your customer. Then, of course, Facebook Live Commerce is the next popular topic in the recent past 1 year. There's a lot of people are doing Facebook Live. So when people doing +1+1, system is actually able to capture and then send them a checkout link. Okay, so but for those who are very focusing on the marketplace sellings, right? So these are the features for you to increase your fulfillment efficiency. First, we consolidate all your marketplace store, like Shopee, Lazada, all store consolidate together, and then you can actually customize the shipping label and print together with the packing list and the invoice. And when you print the orders, right, you can sort it based on the location or the best-selling SKU. And last, there's a scanning tool, like what I mentioned just now. You can actually scan to prevent that the item is being packed wrongly. Okay, so imagine that you have a warehouse like this, that you have a red A, B, C, D, E. Now your process, maybe you go, your order is picked based on the order sequence, based on the order date sequence. So maybe you go to the A, pick one, go to E, pick one, go to C, pick one. So if let's say you're using a system, right, then when you're printing out the picking list or you're printing out the shipping labels, right, it will all be in the sequence followed by your warehouse label. That your picker will go into the order like A, B, C, D, E until the end, then they go ready to go to do a packing. Okay, so a quick one. We offer a customized shipping label where you can customize the dropship name and the phone, the item list at the below, the freak-out message, and we can generate a customized invoice. So this is applicable for the Shopee and the Lazada. So we're giving you advanced inventory control system as well. That's is similar like the warehouse management system that you can manage all the stock in, stock out, and there's a inventory forecasting for you to check your average sales for the item per day, and then the system will tell you estimately how your item can be last, so that you know what are the items that you need to reorder from the supplier. So there's a detailed stock movement records that you can keep track. All the record, like as in the deductions from the marketplace or who go and modify the quantity of the product. So it's all in the log. Okay. So some of the seller, if let's say you're selling a product like the wiper, so maybe the same product you listed multiple times in the different store or in the same particular store, but then when people buy, right, we will deduct to the same products. So this is able to control inside our SiteGiant system. And let's say you're selling a bundle SKU, also the same when people buying this bundle, we will do a deduction to 5 different products. Okay. So other than all these functions, we also have like other power tools. It's in the multi-chat that can combine your Facebook, your WhatsApp, your Shopee and the Lazada chat into one single platform for you to manage. There's a Shopee Auto Boost for you to boost the products, watermark, so your designer no longer need to change the watermark one by one. So you can just design one watermark and then you can just pick 100 products and change the watermark in just a simple click. And then you can simple copy your listing from one store to another store. You can do a payment reconciliation to check the, overpaid, whether the Lazada and Shopee has charged you the overpaid shipping fees. And you got a marketplace gross profit report for you to check your sales and how much you earn in the month. And there's of course a competitive analysis for you to monitor your competitors' selling price also. Okay, so my time is up. Last but not least, I'd like to introduce this Go e-commerce program that now you're able to claim SiteGiant store with total free, which is 50% subsidized by government, 50% subsidized by the SiteGiant. So how do you claim? Actually, you can just scan this QR code, or you can just copy the URLs over here. So maybe I'll just give you 5 seconds to do a screenshot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, I have to move on. So if let's say we want to get more information. Due to time constraint, I have to end my presentations. So for more information, you can just get into this Lengsai Langloi and call them for more information. So last but not least, I'd like to give you a quote, right? Some throughout your seller journey into the marketplace. So sometimes you cannot wait everything to be perfect. You need to do a lot of the experimental actions. You need to be flexible, resilient for any changes that might be encountered from times to times. So it's okay not to be perfect. Okay. So last, I'd like to thank you for listening to my sessions. And now I'm going to pass the floor back to Chacha.
Yes, hi. Hi, Wilson. Thank you very much. Wonderful sharing, isn't it? Yes, love the quote as well. So we see a lot of comments about like questions and all. Well, don't worry. Wilson will stay with us until the end during the Q&A session. So if you still have any questions, do utilize the comment box. Yeah. So list down your question. We'll pick some relevant ones and Wilson will join us later. Okay, so Wilson, take some rest first. I will right now invite our next speaker, Bjorn. Yes, hi, Mr. Bjorn Gan. Yes, from Masstige. Okay, so a little bit of background for Bjorn over here. Yeah, so Bjorn has years of consulting experience for Fortune 500 and Forbes 200 companies in a US management consulting firm. And before he worked in e-commerce scene, he quitted his comfortable job, okay, and successfully transformed and digitalized his traditional family business into like a top leading e-commerce performance after having inspired his trip to Alibaba headquarters, yeah, through the Netpreneur program. And he's now a Lazada and HRDF certified trainer who coached thousands of SME and brand owners to build a presence on marketplaces. And Bjorn is also actually one of the 11 committee members of Iskandar Malaysia Youth Committee under Iskandar Region Development Authority that aims to promote youth development and also empower youth, specifically in the southern region of Malaysia. And right now, I'll pass the time to Bjorn. He will share about his experience on marketplaces. The time is all yours, Bjorn.
Thank you, Chacha. Can you guys actually hear me? If you guys hear me, please help me to type 1, yeah? Can you guys hear me? Help me to type 1 at the comment box if you can hear me. All right, cool. I can see a lot of you actually, take your time and spend your precious time over here at this event. So thank you, Chacha, also for your invitation to this event as well. So it's a very good introduction of me. I actually input one of the slides to introduce about me, but she introduced me better than I thought. So okay, so first of all, I would like to thank DMC Training as well as Sidec for the invitation today. My name is Bjorn, and today I only have 30 minutes with you. All right, so I'll be covering with you a bit on Lazada versus Shopee and why you should be on multiple marketplaces instead of just focusing at one. Before we get started, right, I just want to know and understand how many of you actually selling on one platform, two platforms, or you haven't been selling on marketplace. So if you are only currently selling on one single platform, help me to type 1. If you're selling on two platforms, help me to type 2. If you haven't even started, help me to type 0. Okay? One, okay. Alec, I can see that, you're selling on one platform. No selling on one platform. And VMAX, Sandrian Berhad, one platform. Karen, okay, so I can see most of you are actually selling on one platform today. Mandy not selling, Richard not selling. So probably if you're not selling, right, you're not selling everything, probably whatever that Wilson mentioned just now will be very foreign to you. You don't understand at all, right? So I can see a lot of you actually are not selling or either selling on one platform only. Okay, so I'll assume that platform will be Shopee, since Shopee is more user-friendly. Okay, I'll be telling you why you should be selling on both platforms today, but I don't have much time. Okay, so what we'll be covering today is 3 main things. One, year 2020, which is last year, right, about Malaysia business offline versus online. We know last year was a tough year for offline, but however, we're going to show you some data on how's online actually doing. Right, number two, I'm going to tell you why is competition so important. Okay, why is competition so important? Regardless which industry you are currently in. You're in politics, you're in corporates, whatever you are selling, all right? Competition, why is it so important? And number three, I'm going to show you the pros and cons on Lazada and Shopee based on my opinions, right? One due to priority seller program. All right, so I wouldn't touch into the introduction of myself again, right? So my name is Bjorn. Chacha did a very good job on introducing me. Okay, so let's jump straight into the topics. So in year 2020, Malaysia business offline versus online. So I pull out a report from MRCA, Malaysia Retail Industry Report. All right, this report was actually published just last month, June 2021. Right, we can look at this report. Last year, Q4, fourth quarter, right? October, November, December, you can see that the retail subsector, right? They are all actually plunged very badly. So for departmental store, come supermarket, so these are like your Aeon Big, like your Jaya Grocers, departmental store like Isetan, like Parksons and all. You can see that the figures actually reflects quite badly on the businesses, right? Apart from the mini market, convenience store and cooperative stores. So those are like our small mini market outside of our Taman area, right? So you can see that last year actually quite some mini market actually popped up during MCO period. I myself also during MCO I didn't dare to travel too far, so I just go to my Taman area and go to do some grocery shopping from mini market. All right, so you can see there's a small little increment over there, which is 10%. The rest you can see is 30 to 40% decrease in terms of sales figure. And we look at this year, first quarter, January, February, March, right? Okay, the figure continue to drop. Okay, after 26%, it goes to 14%. After 44%, it goes another drop of 24%. So you can see actually for the past 1 year, our businesses, especially in retail, all right, has decreased more than 50%. Okay, and you know what's the best part? One of the departmental store, Robinson in Singapore, right, actually closed down in the City Hall area, and it became the first Lazada offline store already at City Hall, Raffles City Place over there. Okay, so you can see that online presence actually it matters a lot in current generation, and it's a figure. It's something that we cannot ignore anymore. Even though there isn't COVID-19, there isn't MCO, FMCO anymore, our world has no longer the same. Okay, so if there's any traditional business owner currently listening to this, right, I strongly urge you at least need to be online. It doesn't have to be Facebook, it doesn't have to be Shopee, Lazada, it can be anywhere. You can be your own KOL, you can be on Facebook also, all right? Okay, then let's look at another side of the story, all right? When we look at offline businesses, right, we can see a lot of businesses actually struggling. Not just small businesses, big businesses like departmental store, Isetan, and Robinsons and things like that. They all suffer very badly. But let's look at the other side of the story, which is e-commerce growth, right? I got this data from Hootsuite. Okay, so apart from travel, mobility, and accommodations, like our AirAsia, Booking.com, Expedia.com, things like that, all right, the sales figure dropped 50%, right? Okay, so you can see that apart from this industry, the remaining categories, they're all increased at a very, very fast pace, provided that you are in e-commerce, right? So you can see fashion. Fashion and beauty is one of the top hit industry during MCO period, because you can't test your dress and all, right? You cannot go to salons and all, right? So you can see that the other side of the story, even though we see a lot of offline beauty business and fashion businesses struggling, but look at online one, they have the most growth amongst all, 43%. Okay, electronics, physical media, 35%, food and personal care, 38%, furniture, appliances, 37%, so on and so forth, right? So we can tell over here, actually, if now we still haven't pivoted our business, all right, and if you have already pivoted your business to online, for those people that actually type 1 or 2, congratulations. For those that you actually type 0, okay, if you are working for somebody, like what I used to do, right, you have to look at the business is actually going online or not. If it's not, then probably the business wouldn't run very far also. So today, if you're a business owner, you have to seriously consider also to bring your business online, all right? Okay, so let's look at the mobile app ranking by active user. So you can see number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, WhatsApp, Facebook, Facebook Messenger, and Instagram, all right? So these 4 are actually social media. We go there to seek for entertainment. We don't go there for shopping. But actually, there are a lot of people, there are a lot of sellers that actually selling there, right? So whenever there is people, there's traffic, there is opportunity. Okay, so we look at WhatsApp, Facebook, Facebook Messenger, Instagram. There are actually whole lots of opportunity on social media as well. But today we want to focus on marketplace because of the topic we are discussing. Okay, so you can see Malaysia's biggest marketplace is Shopee. Despite I'm a Lazada certified trainer, this is a brutal truth, you know. It's actually Shopee is the top app ranking in terms of marketplace. Okay, there's one more reason behind it, because why? Shopee buyer app and seller app combined at the same app. Okay, apart from that, actually they have more users also, right? So number 2 we can see is Lazada. So today, the top 2 marketplace in Malaysia, for us to do business on those places, right, is free. Okay, so a lot of people ask me, hey teacher, should I go Shopee or Lazada? My answer to them is you should go to both. Why? Because it's free. Right? To list is free. To sell, when you have revenue, when you generate revenue, they'll be charging you a cut of your revenue. That is a different story. Yeah. Okay. So just now we were sharing about mobile app, right? Sorry, there's a small typo over here. Okay. So now I will be showing you the top website. All right, by traffic website. Just now it was app using phone. Okay. So number 1, Google. Number 2, YouTube. Number 3 is Shopee. So again, evidence proof that Shopee is the biggest marketplace in Malaysia. Sorry. Number 7 is Lazada. After google.com.my, Yahoo, and facebook.com. Right? Okay. So why is competition good? Who thinks competition is good? Help me to type 1. If you think competition no good, you help me to type 2. If you think competition is good, you type 1. Not good, you type 2. Got more viewers. G Eng type 1. Mandy type 1. Right? KH type 1. Crown. Everyone think competition is good. Everyone think competition is good. Yes, competition is good. It's good if you are not looking at it as in your industry. So for example, if today, right, you are selling a handphone, let's say, you own Apple somehow. If you own Apple, for you, do you think competition is good? For Apple, I don't think so. Know why? Because all businesses aiming to be monopoly. All businesses, the end goal of all businesses is to monopolize the market, despite it's not good for the market. All right. But however, for merchants, for consumers, competition is necessary. Okay, why? So let's look back, 5 years back, 10 years back, Uber and Grab. Last time there was Uber in Malaysia. All right, not just Grab, now only have Grab, right? If you were to be an Uber driver or Grab driver back then, you'll earn a handsome amount of salary. Why? Because both companies are actually fighting for market share to monopolize the market. So they invest billions and billions of ringgit, right, into the market. To who? They invest to consumer, those that use the app for hailing. And number 2, they use the money to pay for the drivers. So when Uber and Grab actually pouring all these funds into the market, right, the consumer will be benefited. The merchants will be benefited. All right. So let's look at another competition. Food Panda versus Grab Food. You see, Grab do everything. They also do wallet. Today, they do everything. Okay. So let's look at Food Panda and Grab. We have an Abang last year, I think in November or December. Right. In November or December. Okay. I saw on Facebook, this Abang actually earned 11,000 on Food Panda. Today, if you are a restaurant owner, right, is it possible for you to give your delivery guy, your employee, 11,000? Right? People might say, wow, How is it possible? I don't even have money to pay myself 11,000. You want me to pay the delivery guy 11,000? You crazy. But it's happening in our generation, this generation. Food Panda actually paying 11,000 a month. Does it make business sense or not? Back then, probably not. But today, it's actually happening. Why? Because they are fighting for market share. That's the reason why. So now, let's focusing back again on Shopee and Lazada. So is Shopee and Lazada fighting, benefiting the merchants as well as the consumer? The answer, of course, is yes. That's why we get a lot of free shippings. Back then, 5-10 years back, right? Post laju, you post one parcel, at least 10 ringgit, right? Now you see one parcel 4 ringgit only. Okay, so the postage fee actually against the inflation really, the fees actually decreasing. Why? Because there is competition so fierce on the market. That's why consumer can be benefited. You know, so today Shopee and Lazada, they are actually competing each other. As a seller, as a consumer, we have to make sure both platforms survive. Why? Because today, let's say, okay, because Shopee has a clear advantage at this market already, correct? Okay, according to research, there is 2 or 3 times traffic apparently in Shopee as compared to Lazada. Okay, so they are a bit more today at a stabler position really. So what they decide? They decide, okay lah, today I charge non-preferred seller 1%. I charge preferred seller 2% of commission. Okay, so now they win a little bit. They start charging you commission already. Imagine there isn't Lazada in Malaysia now. Is it possible they raise the commission to 5%, 7%, 8%, 10%? Is it possible? It's totally possible. Okay, if there is no competition, they're monopolizing the whole market. Okay, only the corporate will win. End up the merchants, the seller will lose. You know, the consumer will lose also. Yeah, you are right, Go. The exit of Uber is not a healthy side. Correct. So likewise, Lazada versus Shopee, as a seller, as a consumer, we can benefit a lot on such corporate wars. All right. So as a consumer point of view, we'll be able to get a lot of deals, a lot of free vouchers because they are fighting each other. All right. As a merchant, we'll be able to, we're able to negotiate between different platforms. Because sometimes if you are a power seller like Wilson, you start SiteGiant, you have both platform top seller already, you can start to negotiate certain subsidies from Lazada and Shopee, provided that you are in both platforms. Okay? So now let's look at the pros and cons of selling on both Lazada and Shopee. Okay? So let's look at the pro first for Lazada. Okay? So number 1, Lazada has better quality customers. That's how I feel. That's how I feel. Disclaimer, guys. Okay, as a seller, I myself is a Lazada seller also, and also a Shopee seller. All right, because I went to Alibaba, so I'm more loyal in a sense to Lazada. You get what I'm saying? Without Alibaba, I wouldn't be who I am today. Okay, so the next speaker will be my fellow colleagues, my cohort mates also from Alibaba Netpreneur program, Jamie. You'll share a lot more other things later on. But number 1, better quality customers. Okay, generally your store in Lazada will give you a higher gross merchandise value, which is what we call GMV or revenue. Okay, so do you have better quality customer, better spending power? Then number 2, they have lower chat rate. People on Lazada tend to have lesser question. I might be wrong, but for all my stores, have lower chat rate. Number 3, less competition because it's harder to operate in Lazada. Okay, if you ever operate on Lazada, you know what I'm saying. Okay, it's harder to operate. The user interface is less friendly as compared to Shopee. So there's less competition. Know why? Because seller feels very lazy, to go into Lazada. That's why it has lesser competition. Number 4, one of the clear advantage currently is no commission fee. Okay, apart from the 2% payment fee which we have to pay for, credit cards and FPX and all. Right, there's no other extra charge in terms of commission fee unless you are a last mile seller. Number 5, more vouchers for customers. Recently, they have a lot of vouchers from Lazada for customers. All right, what are the cons of selling on Lazada? Number 1 is harder to navigate. Okay, so for seller it's harder. for you to upload your products, for you to navigate around the seller dashboard. Because why? They are using exactly the same dashboard from Taobao, China. Okay. Number 2 is higher design and branding requirements. Okay. If you are selling on Lazada or you have purchased on Lazada before, you know that Lazada has this function which we call product detail page, where you can design your products in a lot of pictures, which Shopee doesn't have. So it requires a lot of designing skill and it consumes a lot of time for you to stand out within the platform. That's why it's higher design and branding requirement. Number 3 is stringent seller criteria, because there are a lot of criteria to fulfill, so it's harder. Number 4, they have lower traffic as compared to Shopee, but still a lot of traffic. But compared to Shopee, they are lower traffic undoubtedly. All right. So let's look at Shopee. Okay, I see a lot of people complain about Lazada, but don't give up Lazada, guys. Okay, if you give up Lazada, next time you won't have good deals on the market and you won't have good sellers on the market. Okay, so let's look at the pro side of Shopee. I love Shopee also, by the way. If anyone from Shopee looking at it, I love you also. Okay, just that, to maintain a healthy market, we need to have both, in corporate also, in politics also, whatever industry also, it's better to have opposite side of the story. Number 1, the pros of Shopee is user friendly. Okay, because the holding company is still limited. They have this platforms called Garena. For people that play Dota, probably you know this platform. Okay, they actually own Shopee. And number 2, they have huge customer base as compared to Lazada. Why? Because they are the biggest in Malaysia already lah. Okay, so top shopping mall already, top online shopping mall. Number 3, lower level of entry. Okay, because you just need one handphone. Okay, today their seller apps and buyer apps is the same app, so they have lower entry level. You just need to use your handphone and screenshot the products and upload. That's it. For Lazada, it's very hard now. Okay, I would say it's quite impossible for you to just operate on Lazada successfully only via mobile phone. But in Shopee, it's possible. And number 4 is easy to scale because of their ads. It's easier to make your products getting more traffic as compared to Lazada. Okay, what are the cons? Number 1 is customer quality. As compared to Lazada, Shopee has not as good the customer quality, I would say. Maybe because there are a lot of traffics coming in also. That's why it's harder to control. Number 2, higher commission. Okay, for Lazada, there's 0% commission. But for Shopee, there are a lot of charges. All right. If you don't take part anything, you have at least 3%. So 2% will be the payment fee. 1%, if you have more than 100 orders, you get 1% of charge from commission. If you have a preferred seller, another 1%, which is 4%. If you take part free shipping max program or 40 ringgit free shipping program, you have other charges also so on and so forth. Okay. Number 3, fierce competition, because it's easy to use, lower level of entry, user interface very friendly, so everyone want to do. Okay, so I just did a survey right just now at the beginning of the session. You see how many people type 2 at the beginning. Okay, everyone type 1, no one type 2. Why? Because they're not selling on Lazada. So today, if you are a seller on Lazada, isn't it very good for you since there's lesser competition? Then everyone type 1, just now. A lot of seller means a lot of competitions. Okay, so my advice to you is, if today 1 month you are doing around 50K, 100K on Shopee, my advice to you is you must set another business also. You must have a Lazada store also. Like what Wilson just shared. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, Wilson just said that. Okay, so my recommendation to you is also the same. Okay, do not put all your business in one place. Okay, you don't only operate on Lazada or you don't only operate on Shopee. Let's say today you only operate on Shopee. Somehow you do some funny thing your account got banned I tell you, you have to start from scratch. You have to start from zero. Okay, apart from Lazada, Shopee, maybe you can operate your web store through SiteGiant also Okay, we'll start help you to promote a bit over here. Okay, so do not put all your eggs in one basket. Okay, in business, this is one of the things that we cautious the most. Okay, if you have a customer in business, if you have one customer that takes care of majority of your revenue, you have to be careful. If this customer leave you, your business will be gone case. So today, you are selling online, marketplaces also, websites also, is the same to you. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. Okay? I think that sums up my session for today. I'm not sure how long did I run the session for. Do we have a Q&A session now? If not, I'll pass the mic back to Chacha.
We'll keep the Q&A all together. I'll re-invite three of you all the speakers of the day to the screen later. Then we'll answer some questions. Yeah, keep the comments on coming. Thank you so much, Bjorn. Great. Everyone is like so engaging. I can see. Yeah, got Lazada singing comments.
Okay.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Yes, but any of you, if you have any question for Bjorn also, do type in the comments. We'll pick some relevant ones. Yeah, I'll re-invite you again back to the screen later on. All right. Thank you so much. And right now, let us invite our last speaker of the day, Jamie. Yes. Hi, Jamie. Yes. So. Hello. So I give a little bit of short introduction about your background, yeah? So to all the audience over here. Now, for Jamie, interesting. So she has 8 years of working experience in FMCG, including PepsiCo and Unilever. Yeah, and also she's a self-started online business with just about 500 ringgit from home after giving birth to the first child, a true mompreneur over here, yeah? And 6 years of e-commerce seller experience in baby and mom and grocery category. We'd love to hear from you later on. And she's right now also a Lazada certified trainer and trained more than 10,000 sellers since 2019 already. And as you can see from her title, she's also a Shopee expert and certified Shopee trainer. And fun fact over here, yeah, she sold 6,000 kg of frozen food during MCO 1.0 a month and being featured in TV3. And she achieved about 2 million of yearly revenue in 2020 with 400% growth. She managed more than 10 marketplaces, stores, and we'd like to hear from you to share your experience to the audience. Okay, so I pass the time to you, Jamie.
Thank you, Chia. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone will enjoy the whole entire session. Okay, thank you so much. Let me share my slide. Okay. Can everyone see my slide? Oopsie. Share. Can anyone see my screen?
Not really. Yeah. So technical error, everyone. Yeah, just give Jamie some time. Can you click on the share button at the bottom there and then select the slides that you'd like to share? Relax, everyone.
Can see?
Okay. Yep. All good. All right.
All right. Okay. So today, I just want to share some of my experience. Okay, throughout my journey, selling in through the marketplace. Okay, for I think this year is the 6 years. Okay, so yeah. So let me. So before that, I just want to check everyone on the floor right now. Okay, I just want to know how many years that every one of you been selling. So if you are not not a seller yet in marketplace, okay, you put 0. So if you're 1 year experience, 2 years, 3 years, then just type 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, 5 is like senior type, like what Wilson say, like advanced seller. Okay, so those who have not been selling can put 0. Okay, and yeah, and then after that, see how many years. Wow, a lot of new non-seller yet. Oh, Terry is 5 years. Okay. 3 months, Kawe, okay. All right, wow, we have 31 days. All right, good. Okay, so today my sharing will be very, very good for those of you who have not started an e-commerce, or even you want to grow to a bigger seller. Okay, so they are my sharing, because all these are my experience from the marketplace that I have been selling, and some of my mistake that I have made, the pain point, all this. Okay, so yeah, let me show every one of you now. The key takeaways from today is, we just need to do a small tweak to get a bigger result, and the roadmap, okay, to survive in marketplace, and the importance of cash flow. Okay, as you can see my introduction just now, I start with 500 ringgit. How can I actually roll the 500 ringgit until today, right? So that I always share you my tips. Okay, so yeah, my name is Jamie, and I am a seller, of course. I started as a seller and in mother and baby category. But after I visit Alibaba in 2019, I decided to start a grocery, because I see it's really a very amazing, journey and things like that. So last year I started a grocery category. So during the MCO, and it was really a big learning for me, and yeah, and I always like to share, and that is why I always love to come and share my experience, and my sharing is normally not really on the textbook and things like that, but it's throughout my experience. So I hope that y'all don't judge. Not like, you will say like, this doesn't relevant, because every seller journey is different. So I hope that you guys will pick some of the key point today here, right?
Yeah, Jamie, sorry. So before you start, can you change it to presentation mode? So like the screen will be bigger. We got some comments in the from the audience as well. Just click.
This one?
Yeah, the bottom part, just click on presentation. Yeah.
Oh yeah, wait. Presentation mode. From my slide, right?
Yes, from your slide.
Can you see now? No.
No.
Okay. Let me redo it again.
Yeah. So redo it. At the bottom there is this presentation. All of us remain here. Yeah, we would like to hear from Jamie, because she will share a lot more of personal experience that we learned. Yeah, how she started from like 500 ringgit. Yeah. So relax.
I suddenly become very kanchiong already.
Give her some support, everyone. Yeah, just let her relax. And Thomas, this session, you can review it later on as well. It's also on YouTube of Sidec page. Yeah. Okay.
Share. This is Google entire screen. Let me see.
Relax. And Terry, I don't think you see my slide, yeah? Okay, so.
Like this?
Yeah, yes, good. Yeah, it's all good right now. All right. Okay, I'll pass the session back to you. Relax. Yeah, well.
Okay. So
Okay.
this is a little bit of the event I have done with Lazada. Actually, I learned a lot with Lazada, and I grow a lot. And as a seller, we never stop learning. Okay, we always continue to improve ourselves by learning with other sellers as well. So yeah, as again I mentioned why I joined, I expand into groceries, because after I see, you know, in China, actually now people are buying toilet rolls, buying everything. That was like in 2019, but it happened right now in Malaysia already, that people buy detergent, buy toilet roll, buy anything like through online. So it's happening in Malaysia, and it's very happy. As you can see here on my screen. Okay, I actually just packed from my home, and I didn't start from selling babies products or even grocery. Along the journey, you will find something that you are passionate with. Okay, so for those of you, I see a lot of zero, right? So those of you are still thinking like what to sell, or probably say you're very afraid to start. Okay, I would say that you start with your passion first. Okay, get something that you're really familiar and you sell it. Okay, you kickstart the store first. Okay, just register your store in Lazada and Shopee. It's just like, just a 5-minute time to do a setup. Okay, upload your bank account, upload your IC, things like that. It's very fast to set up. Okay, and then you can start selling already. All right, so what's happening right now? Okay, last year is like during the MCO, a lot of business closed, like what Bjorn said. Okay, and then now this year, a lot of people like on board, okay, to become a seller. There are more and more seller. Of course, we, as you can see, this is a pie. Okay, this is like called pizza. All right. So a lot of people right now start to buy online. Even my mom, my dad. Online means not necessarily must be in Lazada or Shopee. It can be in Instagram. It can be in Facebook. It can be any other platform. Okay, an online platform, but there are more people willing to buy online compared to 6 years ago. When 6 years ago, when we become a seller, we will ask like, if I got a sales, right, how Lazada pay me? Will Lazada, suddenly, take all my money and go away? This is what we worry. And sometimes when we want to ship out the product, really not? Will we get paid or not? How we just drop the product like that? Like a lot of question, all this. But throughout the years, it's already improved, and the back end of Lazada and Shopee are super great. Is a lot of function that you can learn, a lot to build your business. And now what's happening now is when the market is growing bigger and there are more sellers on board, so we call this as competition. Okay, so there are more competition, like what Bjorn said. Hey, competition good or not? All right, so I can say competition is very good, because I can say like, I don't know whether you heard this Chinese phrase before, 钱係揾唔晒嘅. Means money, you cannot earn the whole world money. You cannot. So because why? It's a huge pizza, huge. So what that means is you just need to be niche and get what you are good with, and the money will come to you. The money belong to you, will go to you. Okay, so in Malay we sometimes say ini rezeki I lah, rezeki, things like that. So if looking at this, I just searched baby bottle. Okay, why I search baby bottle? Because I just give birth to a baby. All right, so I search baby bottle only. Look at it. How many listings, how many sellers are selling baby bottle? Look at this. If I can feed in this PowerPoint, I can feed like maybe 3 or 4 page, all the listing. And if you are looking at, I haven't even typed like the brand of the baby bottle. I haven't even typed the type of the baby bottle. Okay, I just typed baby bottle. There are so many sellers selling baby bottles. So this is, we call like, probably is a Red Sea. Okay, if you can see this, right, you already like, wow, so many people selling. Can I still survive or not? How to survive? What can I sell? So many people selling already. You have all this conversation in your mind. All right. So actually, to me, all right, even everything, no matter what you sell, there are always people selling in the market already. So today, if you ask me like what to sell, I can say you can sell anything, everything. Okay, one of my sharing like previously is also like people even sell batu, stone, the batu sungai. Okay, also can survive, also can sell. So things all like this. How you want to stand out is, you see, no matter what you search, air fryer, recently I want to buy this dancing cactus. This is something like very, very famous recently, all these, you see, so many people are selling, no matter what you sell, baby bottle ke, air fryer ke, whatever toys ke, there are always competition there. And how you want to increase your traffic to your store and have a look, there are also a technique. But today I won't, since I have only 30 minutes, okay, I will share you a big picture first, okay, let you understand. So some new seller will come in, oh, how to fight? Oh, then if like this, I rather I just become a price warrior, okay? Like Chonga, let's go, let's race to the bottom. So you hug the competitor and then you jump together, jump down, So actually, you have to very understand, okay? So is price war a good game? Does it mean that if you lower down your price until like sell so cheap, until maybe under your cost price, is it good or not? So all this, I will tell you later, okay? I will share with you later. So as a new seller or as a seller, do you want to become a price warrior, okay? So is it price cheapest, is your best strategy to overcome your competition? Is it? Is this true or not? Okay, so let me share. Today, we no longer talk about the cheapest price you can sell. Okay, this is really, really happening in most of our store. Okay, and doesn't mean you sell the cheapest price, you get the most orders. Okay, as like Wilson said, there are many type of buyers. Some buyer looking for good deals, some buyer are looking for quality deal, some buyer are looking for free gift, some buyers are, there are many type of buyers. So it depends on you as a seller want to attract what type of buyer. So to us in the Red Sea, the only thing that we need to differentiate is, we differentiate ourselves, we and the competitor. What's the difference between us? Okay, what are the value that we're going to give to the customer? Okay, because they are out there so many. So sometimes I ask my student, so who's your target market? Oh, everybody. Hey, yeah, the market's so big, how can you aim all, right? So you have to specific. When you plan this business, you have to be very specific who you want to sell to. And for buyer, it's just very simple. You just need to let them trust you. If I trust you, you have good review, you are, all your listing are properly, description is good, and then I can see the product is like real like that, okay? And I will just buy. I give a try, okay? I'll try and buy from you, okay? Because last time I remember when we do online business, it's a bit difficult when there are like fraud credit card lah, all this COD lah, or maybe people go there and then you don't see the seller anymore lah. All this no more, okay? Now if you buy in any platform like Lazada or Shopee, it's always very safe for both sides. Okay, buyer or seller, okay, also very safe, okay, because why? They already have all the fraud, detection, all this, so it's all good to go. So just need buyer to trust you and to gain. Buyer always look for something good deal, okay, voucher, discount, free gift, anything that can make them gain, that they will be happy. And some even customer look for value, a better quality products, okay? So just very simple, just these 4 things you can actually survive. So how a quick tips, okay, to beat over. So let's say I give you an example on my right hand side here, okay, the pregnancy pillow. So look at this. This is pregnancy pillow top one, number 1 selling in Shopee. Okay, the monthly sale for this pregnancy pillow is 1,800 pieces, okay, per month. And if you can see, this is a top 10 list, but I just screen up 4. The most highest sales one is top 1, and they're selling the most expensive one. They are not selling the cheapest one, is the top. No. So this one, I hope I can show you really, like, doesn't mean that cheapest price, you can be the top one. Okay, so why I can say so is because you have to find the best and beat the best. Okay, find what is your customer is looking at. Okay, there are customers that willing to pay extra because of that function, because of that uniqueness. So have you ever purchased any competitor product before? So you have to check, like, you know, what is the difference between your products and the others. Okay, even it's the same name or, you know, same design like that, but probably the quality is different. Probably find out why is it, how they wrap, how they pack their products, how they, you know, this is a learning for you. As like Bjorn said, okay, competition is not for you to, you know, hug together and jump down and price war and things like that, but it's a space for you to grow to a better seller, to manage your business, like an aim for you to improve yourself. Okay, and test the item. What is the weak point, what is the pro, what is the cons, okay, and research. Okay, and what is the unique selling point that you're going to give? Like, you know, the top below just now when I mentioned that they are the only one who sell 5 kg below. That means the kapas inside are a lot. Okay, it's very hard below, it's heavy. Means if I hard, probably it won't become nipis already. So it means it's more tahan. Okay, so for us, like a mummy like this, I would think like, okay, I pay extra a little bit so I can get a better one. So there are many willing to spend because they want comfort, the value that they can able to get. So customer experience are very important as well right now. Okay, if you're talking about customer, yeah, when we engage, when we want to get the sales, right, we do ads lah, we do this lah, we do that lah, we do a lot of things to get the first sales. But the thing is, how long or how many times you can make the customer come back to you, you know, to buy again from you. So this is also very important. So you must know what is the first hand that you're going to offer something better than your competitor. Maybe a longer period of warranty. Maybe, you know, there are many things that you can offer, okay, to your customer. Okay, depends on what industry you are. So make a list, okay, everything you like about their product, like about their page, like about their design, or what you like about your competitor and what you don't like about them. So read about their reviews, because reviews are from customer. So if the things like, you know, how they wrap the products, how they handle, you know, all these you can you can see from the review. Okay, so if you can learn something from your competitor review, that will be the best. And learn how to maximize the packaging experience. Okay, this is very important, especially when your customer get your parcel. So it will then this parcel make them happy. What is the feeling that you're going to create for them? All right, it's very important. So invest in packaging. Okay, like for us, like grocery, we keep on implement a new strategy, new techniques, like how to avoid breakage. Okay, we do inflatable bubble wrap. We do we invest in box. We invest, you know, how to pack. All these are to enhance a better experience. We don't want customer to complain and say like, you know, the product pecah already, they cannot dented or something like that. Okay, we don't want this. Okay, and let's say I give you an example. This happened just 3 days ago. Okay, because of this MCO, my husband's hair are very long. Okay, and not handsome already lah. So what I like, you know, the salon is not open, so we invest on this thing, so we buy it. Okay, so we wait for Lazada, you know, we have the voucher, you know, we want to gain all the value that we have, and then we got this trimmer, hair trimmer. So the moment they reach our home, right, we are very happy that yes, the trimmer finally arrived, you know, and you know, we want to use it this weekend. We want to cut our the hair, and I go and look at the YouTube how to cut men's hair, you know, how to trim and things like that. So the moment we charge, this thing doesn't work. This thing doesn't work. And, you know, I have to do a video to claim the return lah, refund lah. Actually, as a customer experience, I do not want to go over all these things. I don't want to return. Reason why I want to buy is because I need this product. I want this. I wanted this. I don't want to return. I don't want to get your rebate or whatever it is. I just want this product. So it made me feel like, why this seller do not check the product before you send to me? You know, I feel like, you know, oh my gosh, it's like, I cannot use already. Now you have to repurchase, you know, the voucher gone and blah, 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 all these things. So we are very disappointed. And now my husband even more disappointed, okay? You know, the hair maintained as long as this. Okay, hope this can make you awake, huh? Okay, so let's say now, cash flow. Okay. Again, as a seller, all right, let me continue this. As a seller, right, we are very, very important to make sure that we have enough cash flow. Okay, because if you are to running a business, you must make sure that you have cash flow. Okay, without cash, basically, it's very hard for you to continue the business. Okay, cash flow is like oxygen. Okay, and make sure this cash can make your business alive. Why I say this very important? Okay, there are this news you can also get from these resources and say that most of the startup, okay, like I see there's a lot of going to start this e-commerce business. So most of the startup, okay, fail all the time is because lack of money, running out of money. All right, and there are 15 reasons why business fail. Okay, throughout, there are this is the 15 reason. Okay, like no market needs. Means your products that nobody need that. Okay, you come up with it, run out of cash, not the right team. Okay, get out of competition, pricing issue, cost issue. All this poor marketing. Ignore customer. You do not listen. You do not see the review. All this will eventually make your business fail. And the biggest lies in e-commerce. Okay. I know, okay, in the social media, okay, we always look at like, wow, this is like huge, this is nice, wow, you always like, you will see like, oh, a lot of sellers have a lot of orders, like, wow, one day I want to become like this, you feel motivated with that, okay, and to have all this order, you need to have cash, you need to buy stock. You need to have manpower to pack your orders, right? So all these orders will bring you a great revenue, a lot of money coming in. But the thing is, doesn't mean that you will have a good cash flow. Why I say so? Managing cash flow is very important, okay? And the biggest flaw, okay, if you think the mistake that here, okay, this is the foundation stone of an e-commerce. Okay, your business. Okay, so example just now Wilson shared is more to on the left hand side, like you need to have a proper marketing, you need to do sales, you need to have a good system, how to scan, how to track your competitor price, all these are system. And fulfillment part, you need to have talent, you need to operate, to ship on time, you need to have good customer service and all this, right? And of course, from all this left and right thing, the most important thing, the fundamental of your business is you must have finance. Okay, the pricing that you're going to sell. So like Bjorn just now said, there are many charges actually. There are many sellers do not really understand the commission that charged by the marketplace. All the coupons that you give out. All this eventually will hurt your P&L. How many sellers actually look through the P&L, whether every business, like for SiteGiant, you can eventually, I promote SiteGiant again, oh my God. Okay, no. So I'm using SiteGiant, that's why I very understand inside what I can use, okay? So internally, they can show you whether every single invoice, you are making loss or you're making a profit, okay? How much do they charge? Which customer use that voucher, all this. So you can plan, you can know that, oh, this one I sell below market price, below my cost price already, things like that, okay? And of course, some we say, some we go through one, okay, maybe probably because now is MCO, we have a lot of sales. Oh, wow, revenue coming in, wow, a lot of cash coming in, a lot of sales, okay? And every day we are so busy, wow, every day we pack. And so when the more money coming in, our mindset would think like, oh, we can afford more money going out. Logic, right? Right. So it's like, oh yeah, my business is expanding, my business is growing, and that comes the temptation of these 7 things, okay, that I'm going to share. So first, when you see a lot of money coming in, okay, you see that, wow, and you start to say, hey, I'm the founder, I'm the founder of the business. Okay, now I earn a lot of money already. Okay, I want to increase my salary. I want to drive new car. I want to, I want to buy expensive handbags. And you take the, all these are SME. I mean, sometimes we get tempted lah. I want to get something. I want to make myself happy. And things like that. And I will get the money, and then I go and do, especially though if we are not running Sendirian Berhad, maybe probably we are running enterprise, right? Then you see a lot of money in your bank account. Then you will feel like I deserve something else. Okay, so I would say that don't do that, please. Don't do that. Okay, because you need this money to grow your business. Okay, because the moment you tahan a little bit, okay, you tahan a little bit, after down the road, right, you eventually will gain more. You will gain more, all right? And SKU extension as well, okay, means when we have a lot of money, then we will feel like very itchy, and then you say like, I want to sell this, I want to sell that, oh, I see this one also very good selling, that one also very good selling, then you will try to expand a lot of SKU, and end up you will trap in the dead stock. Okay, you will have holding a lot of stock, and then you cannot sell out. Okay, that is also one of the temptation. Okay, and of course hiring. Of course, when the business grow, okay, you will need to hire people because the operation getting bigger. So you need to get a team. But if you want to get a team, all right, sometimes I read like, there are many say like, oh, I need to hire someone for this, someone for that. Yeah, hiring is also a very big cost. So make sure you calculate properly your cost of hiring a person, okay? And before you get them into your team, and getting the right team, the right people to fit the position is very important. Okay, instead of like you just hire and then end up they will eventually give you more problem than solving your problem, okay, for your business. And inventory spike means it's like some product or maybe some SKU are doing very well, okay, and you say like, this time I want to conquer the whole market, I want to monopoly the whole market, I order more stock, then you order the inventory a lot, then all your cash throw to buy that particular SKU, okay, and end up, I don't know, today you don't know what happened tomorrow, right? So I would say that make sure you have the data, okay, like, by weeks, by month, how much you sell, then you order accordingly. Don't sekali go and like, yes, keep the good time rolling. Sekali, you throw, you order a lot, then suddenly your competitor also order and throw lower price or whatever they want to do, okay, and then your money stuck there, okay? Or maybe you're planning, suppose like that sales you want to sell that much, but eventually none, okay, then how? So your money will get stuck, okay? And there are also owners that seller that have inventory lack. That means insufficient planning. Like every day we sell, no stock already. Then your sales also will stop there, and then when the sales stop means your revenue will stop coming in. So make sure you have a proper planning, okay, like or how many quantities that we sell and everything. Cold traffic on it. So means some owners, some seller are also just continue to think about to get traffic. But I want more sales, I want more sales, I want more sales, I want to do advertising, I want to do this, I want to do that. Then in the end, right, you didn't think about repeat customer. You never think about getting the customer to buy from you again and again. Okay, it's you just want to like focus. So end up you will be very tiring of chasing a new, creating a new traffic every day. And finally, no financial saving means you did not plan your P&L properly, okay, and you didn't even calculate every item you sell, whether there is profit or not after deduct all the commission, all the free shipping, all the whatever it is, okay? So all this, make sure y'all can think about it, okay? Those who have run like 5 years, okay, think about it, whether your company is making money or not, okay? Because sometimes we might see a lot of order. There are two different type of models of business. One is quantity. It means you have a lot of orders, but very thin of profit. That means the profit margin is very thin. Okay, or you want to have lesser quantity of order but higher margin. There are two different games to play, okay, in the marketplace. So I'm going to sum up my presentation today with these 6 rules of e-commerce. Okay, please ensure there is a healthy cash flow, all right, and find a winning product. Okay, find a winning products. Okay, and be focused on that, and can do some ads as soon as possible. Get more review, to get the ball keep rolling, and always test. There's no correct for me, because e-commerce keep changing. The back end keep changing, the algorithm keep changing, so you will not know what is going to happen next day or tomorrow. So always test. Okay, if this doesn't work, why doesn't work? Again, just get it fixed. All right, and know your numbers. Data is very important. Both Lazada and Shopee, both back end, the seller center, you can get all the data. What is your top selling product? What is the selling? What is selling well? The conversion rate. What is the ads? The click rate. All this you can find all this data. You can go inside and see. All right. And customer service is very important. Okay. Make sure you make your customer happy. Reply your chat fast. All right. And have your inventory ready to scale. Okay. Today, if you really want to sell, make sure all these are proper plan. Okay. And get all this, get ready. Okay, so you must make sure your business earning money enough to grow. Okay, why I say so? Because the moment your business growing, and it's kind of like you need to invest further, like invest in system, invest in machine, invest in maybe a printer, thermal printer, and things like that. Okay, last time, when I started the business, I used the printer with the ink one, and then after that, when raining, then the ink will dry one. All this, so now we invest into a thermal printer, we have, proper, a lot of barcode scanner, all this. You need money, right? So eventually, if you really think about it, if your business doesn't make money, how can you afford to reinvest and grow your business? Okay, so think about this. All right, and and of course, in this market, this is my favorite quote. Okay, it's not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the most responsive to change. So keep on changing, and keep on learning. Adapt. And that is the biggest learning. And of course, you can also follow my YouTube channel, and I have a Facebook study group that we share about all the learning, the tips, and so don't give up, and don't think that it's too late to start the business. So everything start from a small step. Okay, everything start from a small step. So continue to learn, and don't worry about starting too late or things like that. Just kickstart anytime. There are many gurus out there to help out. There are many resources, you can learn, all right, to sell well. Okay, so that is my sharing for today.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jamie. All right. So before we actually re-invite all the speakers back for the Q&A session again, so bear with me a little bit. So we will actually put down our survey link in the comment. We'll pin it on the comment section. So we would like to collect some feedbacks from all of you, who are with us today in this session. So do give us a little bit of feedback about what areas of improvement that we can have, as well as your feedback on what are some of the topics areas that you would like to learn more in the future. Okay, so do give us the feedback over that. Okay, take the link and give us some of the comments as well. Now, let us re-invite all our speakers of the day. So, hi, Wilson, Bjorn, and Jamie again. Okay. Yes, we have picked some of the questions. We have picked some of the questions from the group. Then we would like to share it with you all. Okay, so these are some of the questions that we pick up. So I will ask one by one. Okay, so first one we have from Mary. Yeah, Mary asks, are these platforms suitable for niche products? Because when Wilson talked about it, yeah, so all these like marketplaces. So maybe I'll throw this question to Wilson, Bjorn, and Jamie. Yes? Wilson first, what do you think? All the marketplaces.
I guess just like Jamie says, now you can actually sell anything, everything in the marketplace, whether or not it's a niche product or not. Is like some of the product is like they're selling on the interest base, maybe like fishing equipment that you think that this is not a general product people will buy, but in fact, when you put it there, you get a lot of sales, because definitely you will have some buyer they are looking for those niche products. So I think it's a good way for you to actually try out whether your product actually got the demands from the markets or not. So just put it on the marketplace.
Okay. How about like view from Bjorn and Jamie? Bjorn?
Actually, in my opinion, you ask yourself this question: is your product having demand in the market? So as long as if the product has demand, you'll be able to sell on marketplaces. Number two, you can go and search on Lazada or Shopee if there's any existing seller selling the product already. Okay. Normally, what will happen if you search, right? Normally, the things that people doesn't sell got two scenario. Number one, you are so smart. No one thinking of selling that product. Only you think of that. Number two, this kind of product cannot be sold online. Okay, so you have to ask yourself these questions. Right?
Okay, good one. Actually, yes. Whether you're smart or like whether there's competition enough, yeah. So Jamie, your view?
As I say, like in my slide as well just now, so niche product is good because you can stand out from the Red Sea, right? But the thing is, again, is this product of yours giving extra value to the customer? So how much is the price? You know, there are many. I mean, this is a very big question, because if you're talking about what platform suitable, of course anything can sell, like some people willing to invest into a very small serum, just small bottle, 1,000 ringgit, because they give value. After I use, my face can glow, whatever it is, got gold inside or whatever, so you're giving up value. So of course there are serum that is 1 ringgit, there are serum is 1,000 ringgit, right? So there are always a buyer ready for you. You just need to get your proposition right. And when the moment you do in a platform, like example, there are Last Mall, there are Shopee Mall, right? So these are all the brands will have like more atas one, why I'm different. When you list your product into this Lazada Mall or Shopee Mall, right, then you are a brand owner, and of course you have to do more homework lah. Your picture must be better. You have like maybe a influencer to talk for your brand. Why I need to use this brand? Why the introduction of the way is different. Not just like upload the product and then wait for sales to come in. So definitely it won't work like this. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Yes, exactly right. So there's a ready buyer for any of the products. Yeah, very, very good point. And maybe the second question I think is directed to Wilson, because just now you mentioned about like copy, right? So how to manage copycat?
Yeah, although how I wanted to answer this question, but I think I'll leave this question to two of the sellers who are already selling in the marketplace. I think both of you definitely encountered these things. So this is a more suitable questions for Bjorn and Jamie.
Okay. All right. Although it happened during your session, yeah? So Bjorn, yes.
Yeah.
What do you think?
For me, a personal opinion, right? All my pictures, I have my logos and all. So I don't really care about other people's copying my products per se. So for me, it's more on, I'll be focusing more on what how's my store perform and what my team is doing, than focusing on the external issue that it won't jeopardize your brand lah. That's what I feel. But if you are a brand owner like Nike, L'Oreal, if there's counterfeit, then probably that is your concern. But however, if you are the retailer, you are selling, people just copy your pictures. I think this is some risk that we can't prevent from, online marketplaces, be it on Facebook, social media, or whatever. I think this is not the issue that will jeopardize your store or sales. So you just have to be focusing on the things that provide value to your customer that, if today he really copy and paste the whole thing of your store, believe me, the store won't grow big, man. Okay? I think that's my answer to that question. Maybe Jamie has other, point of views.
Yeah, of course. I also have my own watermark lah, and then because why it's easy to do watermark, because Wilson punya SiteGiant they can have this system. So all my products, right, I one click only, right, they all got my store watermark already. So okay, of course, when I start selling, right, I am very angry, like people copy my products one. I will text one by one, like, hey, when you use my photo, you don't know how to use PS, you don't know. I will angry and scold the seller. But after that, right, one day I suddenly think, why should I wasted so many energy on all these people? Eventually, today, if I'm a buyer, I come into your store, I see like suddenly got Bjorn logo one, suddenly got my logo one, suddenly got A seller, B seller, 3 seller. You won't give any trust, as I mentioned in the slide just now. It's like, what this store selling? This is, like copy paste like that one. I won't buy from this person one, because it's very dangerous, like like spamming like that. So I leave it to them. And thank you very much for copying my things, because you are sharing my logo to everybody, okay. Yeah, so I am fine, so don't waste too much energy on that, whereas put more effort and energy to make your store better, to create better sales, traffic, do more marketing, things like that. Yeah. Okay, that's my advice.
Very, very good answer on that one. Yeah, why waste energy, right? And for those that actually like to find out more how to have all the copyrights, you can visit SiteGiant. Yeah, so contact the team over there as well. Okay, so to find out more information. Okay, so let's move to the next question from Terry. Okay, are the profits from e-commerce taxable? Yeah, maybe I just ask Bjorn on this one. Yeah, taxable or not?
What do you think, guys? I think there are 381 people online, right? Do you guys think e-commerce income is taxable? If you think yes, type 1. If you don't think so, you can keep 100% type 2. What do you guys think?
Very smart, Bjorn.
Guys, 380 people. What do you guys think? Any opinions on this? Two. The first one that type was 2. Kuchikyo Cuthbert. Wow, you think no need tax? Guys, anything that you earn in Malaysia, right, you have to report to LHDN. Whatever income by right, you have to report to LHDN. Okay, so today if you register as a seller, right, if you go to a certain amount, I believe they request, like preferred seller, they request your IC and all. If they were to find out that, it's secretly, there's no secret, of course, when you're selling online. So everything is based on system really. So if LHDN, some one day they decide to check your profile, then you're gonna. Okay, that's my advice to you lah. So if you want to really, focus on e-commerce business, it's better for you to, open up a company. It doesn't cost you a lot also now with easy-based SSM. I think 50 ringgit, something like that. Okay, so if you are serious in business, then I'll strongly recommend you, do it properly and pay your income tax. Okay, help Malaysia. Okay.
Yes. Kita jaga kita, yeah. So everyone also, we have to contribute, yeah, in terms of like legally. So do business properly. Like, very good answer, Sherry. Very smart as well, yeah. So you get comment from the audience. Okay, good. So the next question, this one I think directed to Jamie. How do you find a winning product? Any secret to share?
All right. Winning products. Okay, how you sell? Out of the market, there's so many products, right? So many categories, right? So I would say that first you look at the category and then scale down. Like example, okay, I'm selling baby products, right? So babies, like people, oh, what you selling, Jamie? Baby, lor. So baby, one baby use a lot of things, one baby for the moment he come up to the world, you have to spend a lot of things already, like clothes lah, diaper lah, milk lah, the whatever lah, so many things to use. So to be a winning product, it's very difficult for me to tell you right here, is because we have to, like example, like I'm selling baby products, so we have to like put on like a must. Okay, I want to focus on a clothing. Every baby give birth, they will buy this clothing from me one. So from there, I will push until it become like a winning product for my company. The winning product I mean here is not in the market. Okay, means everybody will use that product one. So it's like for your company, the winning product is what? To make to generate the most income for you one. That is called a winning product. It's for your company, not I mean, like why I say just now the temptation is because a lot of people outsider will say that, wow, this one can sell, oh, this one good, oh, I also want to sell. Oh, this one also good, oh, I also want to sell. This one also good, oh, I also want to sell. So in the end, everything like you think is a winning product. Actually, I want to rephrase. Winning product means in your company, in your store, not looking at other competitor. What people sell, you also want to sell. End up, your cash, bye-bye, here put a little bit, here put a little bit, here put a little bit, and then in the end, you got no more cash. You're running out of cash to build the winning products. All right. I hope this will answer you. Okay.
Actually, quite true. So everyone thinking of a winning product, right? But different people in different industry as well. So like in different category, different sector. So you have to find accordingly based on your data. So try it first, and then later on you will tweak accordingly to have a better strategy for yourself. Yeah. So thank you, Jamie, for answering that. Next question for Wilson. Yeah. So we'll have question number 5. So some experts, like just now you mentioned about like also some dropshipping website as well, yeah? So this question is saying that some experts say keep stock while you sell, and then some promotes dropshipping. So how to grow a healthy business in e-commerce? Your view.
Let's say back in the 4-5 years ago, let's say you're doing dropshippings, right? That might be still possible. But now I don't think that dropshipping is no longer profitable. I mean, in the marketplace now, because marketplace, they also don't like the repeated products that populates across their platforms. So I mean, if let's say you're a buyer, you go to the like Shopee and Lazada, then the moment every day you go and seeing the products, the shopping sales, it's all the same products. I mean, you will lose the interest. And then the moment you want to buy it, right, it takes a week or maybe more than that to reach out to your place. It's kind of the bad experience. So marketplace, they will have the rules to try, stopping the sellers from selling the dropshipping products. So if you're really serious about in e-commerce, right, then you really need to spend a little budget to buy some stock, keep it, and then you do the delivery, you do the customize on your own. Because another bad thing for dropshipping is you don't touch the product. Maybe you didn't get to use the product. So when it comes to customer service, you don't know how to support the customers. So that will create a bad customer experience. Eventually, it's not a good thing for you in the e-commerce. So that's my point of view. Yeah.
All right. Yes. And for those that thinking of like what is drop shipping, right? So our next section on Thursday, where we'll talk about like e-commerce website, and we'll talk about drop shipping as well. So if you're interested, yeah, Adeline, so do register and join for the next event. Yeah. Yes. All right. So for us, right, the last question. So some of you asking whether it's taxable, and then this one is quite relevant. Do I need to register SSM to be a Shopee Lazada seller? Is it a must? For question for Bjorn and Jamie.
Maybe Jamie, you can take this.
Jamie got this, right? So do I need to register for SSM?
Okay. Actually, you can sell just with your IC first. Also can. But to me, if you were to start a business, okay, I always encourage like my students, right, to go and kickstart SSM. Why then? Because it's something that is very excited. When you go and register SSM, right, it's not about whether like you can become a seller or not. But if you decided to become a seller, means you want to earn a living for that, you want to earn extra money from that. So it's like a goal for you. So today, if you go and register SSM, when you take your SSM, right, you say, yes, I am a boss right now. Okay, my business kickstart from now on, then you have that the urge, like, yes, I want to do this, but if today you just want to sell test water like that, I don't know lah, never mind lah, register with IC first lah, then because then after that you will say like, don't want lah, do halfway, right? You say never mind lah, no need to do lah, since no sales, I upload the product already, then you will give up very easily because you don't have that focus that you want to win. So yeah, I would suggest like just register SSM. How you know that? Last time I also registered SSM, and somehow after 3 years, I turned my company to Sendirian Berhad. After I know that I'm more benefit using Sendirian Berhad. Things like that. It's step by step, but it's good to kickstart with something that you feel very proud. You can just yes, I have a company right now. Yeah, that's what my my advice.
All right, thank you so much. Yes, so the excitement, yeah. So guys, if you want excitement, yes, then go for SSM. But if you want test water, like what Jamie mentioned, try first with IC, can do as well. All right, thank you so much, 3 of our speakers for the day. Insightful session. I hope like all the audience also benefited for it. Yeah. So again, lastly, many thanks for 3 of you. Okay, so we will see you again, and do check out connect with them on social media, on their website. Yeah, so thank you very much, Wilson, Bjorn, and Jamie.
Okay. Go like my coach, guys. Bjorn Gun.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay. Thank
I
you.
want to see 300 increase today.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yes, and for the rest who are still here, I will still share a little bit. Yeah, so in terms of like some of you asking about like upcoming session, right? So this one will be some of our upcoming sessions that's going to happen. Yeah, so I will put up this one to show you. Okay, so today we talk about e-commerce marketplace. Okay, so we'll talk about e-commerce website for this upcoming Thursday session. We'll talk about drop shipping. So for those that are interested, do register. Go to Sidec Facebook page as well as to the website to actually find out for more information. Yeah, follow up. We have social commerce, live commerce, something that's hot in the market, as well as for cross-border e-commerce for the module 1. Yeah, so we'll see you guys also in August and September. All right. Okay, so as for now, thank you again for being with us for this afternoon. I hope you guys benefited a lot. Yeah, so as well as for feedback, we will actually leave the screen on for another 1-minute session. So do give us feedback, scan the QR code, and then fill in for the survey link. And if possible, thank you, everyone. Yes, thank you. And I'll see you guys in the next session, Thursday. Yeah. So thank you.